Ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh. Take me home today, take me out to play, take me back into that sweet, sweet melody.
Good morning everyone and welcome to a brand new Disney in Detail vlog. As you can probably tell behind me, I'm here at All Star Sports. I've just checked out this morning and I'm heading to an off-site hotel today. It's one that I haven't tried before. It's very, very close to Disney. It doesn't have resort fees. It was an amazing price, so I'm going to go and check that out and see if it is a good option. I know a lot of people at the moment are looking to keep costs down, myself included, so I thought I would check out this different hotel for the rest of my trip to see if it's any good. So I'll be heading there this evening. I've just stored my bags with Bell Services and right now I'm off to Hollywood Studios for the first time this trip. I'm just going to be doing some general Hollywood Studios wandering today. I do have the Jollywood Nights event in a couple of days time, so hopefully then I'll be able to ride some of those attractions that can be difficult to get onto during the day. I really want to see what the wait times are like during that event and obviously give you an honest opinion on what I think of it, because it has had some mixed reviews so far. So today is just going to be seeing where the day takes me. Just to let you know about these ears, because I had a lot of comments about the black ones I wore in the first vlog. This is the white version from Magic Maker ears. I absolutely love them. I will link them below. And this is the dress from Pour Moi that I wear all the time, but I've now got it in navy blue polka dot as well. I have this dress in like 6 or 7 different colours. It's amazing. I'll also link that below just in case you're interested in finding a very comfortable dress for the parks. I've really enjoyed my stay here at All Star Sports. The room was great this time. Just to let you know an update on housekeeping, because there's been some confusion surrounding that since the pandemic of how often they're supposed to come in, how often they do come in. So it's supposed to be every other day, and that is what I experienced on this trip. So housekeeping came every other day. They took away the rubbish, they made up the beds and did like a bit of a clean. So every other day has been my experience, and that's what it's supposed to be. Oh, that's the Hollywood bus. I better get my version of a power walk on, which is basically everyone else's version of regular walking. Okay, I've arrived at a breezy Hollywood Studios, and although I'm just going to see where today takes me, I do have a reservation this morning at Ogre's Cantina, and later today I have dinner at Paddlefish over at Disney Springs. That's another restaurant that I've never done before, and this trip I wanted to try lots of different places that I've never done, so I'm looking forward to that. I haven't been to Disney Springs yet this trip either, so it'd be nice to have a little visit there. And there is a sign here saying tickets for tonight's event available here, so I'm guessing Jollywood Nights is not selling out in the same way the Christmas party does. I'm really looking forward to experiencing it in a couple of days to let you know what I think. Disney definitely get it very right with the entrances to all of their parks. They're all completely different atmosphere when you walk into Animal Kingdom, to when you walk into Magic Kingdom and Epcot and here, but all are equally great in my opinion. I'm just going to stop at Trolley Car Cafe and get the necessary. I ended up with a headache last night at the Christmas party due to lack of caffeine. I can't have that again. They have a red velvet holiday whoopie pie. I'm not going to attempt that. That looks pretty big, like the carrot cake cookie. Has anyone in the UK ever heard of sugar referred to sugar in the raw? I've heard of like raw sugar, or raw cane sugar, but sugar in the raw. Interesting. Got my chestnut praline latte. I'm going to miss these when I go home. And I thought I'd just take a look at the wait times. So we have Alien Swirling Saucers is 35 minutes. Fantasmic is 7:15 PM tonight. Obviously there's a Jollywood Nights event this evening. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is 70 minutes. Millennium Falcon is 30. You do have the option of single rider for that. 50 minutes for Rock and Roller Coaster. 135 for Slinky Dog Dash, that's kind of high. 5 minutes for Star Tours. I actually felt a little bit sick when I was here last time and I did Star Tours, and it doesn't normally make me feel that bad, but I felt a bit dodgy. 145 minutes for Rise of the Resistance, that is also kind of high compared to what I was seeing in September anyway. Toy Story Mania is 35, that's not too bad. And Tower of Terror is 45. So I think out of those, Toy Story Mania would be my best bet to ride an attraction, because I do love that. And 35 minutes isn't too bad. I'm just here at Fairfax Fair, and they do have quite an interesting menu. Buffalo chicken bowl, and the bowl is like a waffle bowl. Your chicken breast nuggets in buffalo sauce with coleslaw, served on mashed potatoes in a waffle bowl. They have a barbecued beef brisket one, Korean barbecued pork belly. I really fancy the idea of that bacon macaroni and cheese, and it is lunchtime. And here's the Donald Sipper up close. It does light up as well. I saw somebody with one last night at the party, and it's $14.50. here's my bacon mac and cheese, and it has some kind of like crumb topping on there. And the cost of this was $11.17 with tax. I was quite excited to see this because I do really struggle with quick service at Hollywood Studios. I don't love many of the options that they have here, but mac and cheese, bacon mac and cheese no less, obviously I do love, so let's give this a go. It's actually more creamy than cheesy. So you know sometimes with mac and cheese you get one that's like almost like more of a sharp cheddar, like very, very cheesy. This is more creamy. But with the saltiness of the bacon and the crumbs, it's really good. I really enjoyed that, and like I say, I do usually struggle for any kind of quick service here, so that was a good find. And now I'm gonna make my way over to Galaxy's Edge, and by the time I get there it should be perfect timing for Ogre's Cantina. Just gonna have a very quick look in here, Beverly Sunset Boutique, which is the Pixar themed store. And they do have the Doug Cuddly plush. I've not actually seen this one before, the Doug one. And they have some Monsters Inc. items here too, the Spirit jersey. And this guy. This one looks like he's kind of supervising everything in this store. He's in charge. And we've got Eeyore here in like a little Christmas onesie. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? Something smells really, really good around here. I don't know whether it's coming from Hollywood Brown Derby maybe. It smells really nice. And they have some Christmas decorations over here. I'm sure I'll get to see all of this lit up when I'm here for Jollywood Nights in a couple of days. I have a question for you guys. Does anyone else miss the Great Movie Ride? I do love Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I like it a lot more than I actually expected to. But some days I just really miss the Great Movie Ride. It was such a classic and it reminds me of my trips in the early days. Let me know in the comments which one do you prefer. And even if you like this one, do you miss the Great Movie Ride? And for those of you on Weather Watch, it is very hot again today. A lot of people are walking past like fanning themselves with leaflets and stuff. I think people are not really prepared for this kind of heat at this time of year. It is going to cool off in the next few days though, which I'm going to be very happy about. This trip is kind of proof of what I always say about this time of year, where you need to pack for every type of weather. It's very, very changeable from one day to the next, so you really do need to be prepared for all different weather eventualities. I always say this, but I really wish that these little shop fronts were actual stores. I think they could have like really interesting merchandise in them. Maybe they're just like a facade and there isn't the space or facility behind it to have a store, but it would be good. Or imagine if these were actual apartments. I would live there for sure. Going through here always brings back memories of Rise of the Resistance opening day, which was 4 years ago now, almost to the day. I'm pretty sure it was the 5th of December or around then in 2019, so I can't believe where that time has gone. That was such a great day. I say day, we were literally there from like midnight all the way through and rode at like 5 AM or something. It was the craziest day. I will link that vlog below. The wait is currently 125 minutes. And the stormtroopers are out laying down the law. They'll very likely tell you off if you talk to them, but don't take it personally. They're never in good humour. And sometimes this area will look a lot more crowded because Kylo Ren and the stormtroopers will come out here. The theming here in Galaxy's Edge just always blows me away every time. They've done such an amazing job with this. Oh, thought something was coming into land then, but it was just passing through. And here is my destination on the right for my drink. We're going to Ogre's Cantina. Just to pre-warn you, it is kind of loud in there. It's not a relaxing bar. I'm at the bar today and the lighting is always a little bit tricky in here. I may even go crazy and have an alcoholic drink today. Yub Nub, Malibu pineapple rum, spiced rum, citrus juices and passion fruit. Sounds pretty good. That is in a souvenir mug though. I don't really want a souvenir mug. I've had the fuzzy Tauntown before. I might ask for a recommendation actually. Bespin Fizz sounds pretty good. And they have a lot of non-alcoholic options. That's normally what I get. Here is my drink. I have gone for the Yub Nub. And this is a souvenir glass, but I'm not going to keep it. So you can still get it in this glass, but you just get a cheaper price if you don't actually want to take this home with you. Right, the lighting in here is just the worst. Right, let's give this a try. Well, it's pretty strong. It's nice. I don't normally drink during the day though, so I'm probably going to be buzzed after I've had this. I should mention as well that it's a 45-minute experience in here, so you get a maximum of 45 minutes. You can have as many drinks as you want in that time, but because they do need to turn over the tables and it's a very busy place, so you get up to 45 minutes. All done with my drink, and I met some lovely subscribers in there. Actually, the person who was already there when I got in and the next people were subscribers as well. So hi to all of you guys, and thanks for keeping me company while I was in there. I should let you know the drink that I had was, with the tip, it was like 20 bucks. So it's kind of expensive if you have alcohol in there, but it's such a great experience. I love it. And the standby wait here is 60 minutes for Millennium Falcon, but of course you do have single rider if you don't mind being split up from your group. And if you're looking for an interesting quick service experience, they do have Docking Bay 7 here, which has some themed Star Wars food. Let me just go and show you the menu. Hot chicken tip yip, a chicken salad, kefta and hummus garden spread, pork ribs, fried chicken tip yip, I think that's what I had when I was here, tuna. They also have a beef and tomato stir fry, and then they have a couple of kids options there too. Slightly different food than you'll get in the rest of the quick service locations in this park, or most of the parks for that matter. And if you're looking for an even quicker option, they do have the Ronto wrap here. Let me just get a bit closer. So it's roasted pork, grilled pork, sausage, peppercorn sauce and tangy slaw in a pizza. Very popular item here. And every time I come here I need to come and visit Boris's family members. A few years back I bought one of these. And he is called Boris, so you can blame Kate for that name because she named him. Just to show you how he works, he's a little puppet. He looks very aggressive when he's flapping. I think I'm going to head through to Toy Story Land now to see if Toy Story Mania is still a low enough wait. If it's 30 minutes, 35, something like that, then I'll definitely ride it. Obviously I'm on a solo trip, so I've got no one to compete with, but I'm happy to just compete with my personal best. I always get around the same score and find it really difficult to up my game, so I'm going to give it a go. It's really worth taking your time in this area to really take in all the detail because the theming is just amazing. Don't forget you can always do Batuu Bounty Hunters as well, which is a game around this area involving the doors and these little panels. You'll need a Magic Band Plus and the Disney Play app, and it does need to be a Magic Band Plus. The regular one will not work with the game. I'm hoping to ride Slinky Dog Dash during the Jollywood Nights party. Normally at these parties I wouldn't prioritise doing rides, but here at Hollywood Studios, because it can be quite difficult to get on some of the bigger rides with a reasonable wait time, I think at that particular event I might take the opportunity to ride a couple of things. I love this giant ham cookie. And they have some Toy Story alien baubles over there. Here comes Slink. And I think there's some jingle bells going on as well for Christmas. I love that. I've got 30 minutes here, so let's go see if I can beat my personal best. I love this queuing area so much. Again, Disney theming at its best.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, waiting just inside are Woody, Buzz, and all of my fellow toys.
Okay, that 30-minute wait was literally 7 minutes. It was basically a walk-on. That's the second time this trip I've had a 20 or 30-minute wait turn out to basically be a walk-on. Not that I'm complaining, that's amazing. 176, 300. That's a little higher than I normally get, but it's always the same. Like, who's the person who got 580,000? Why can't that be me? I love that attraction so much. It's one of my favourites in all of Hollywood Studios. But please let me know in the comments, what are your tips to get a higher score? Put them in the comments below, I need your help. And the theming even continues here out at the exit. And for those of you who like your Instagram pictures, this is where the lollipop wall is. Just as I'm coming back around, it now says the standby is 50 minutes. That is so weird. It said 30 and I literally just walked onto it. So I don't know, maybe they've had a sudden rush of people. And Buzz is meeting and greeting over here and he's got his Santa hat on. That's so funny, it so does not go with his outfit. But he's festive. Here at Walt Disney Presents, they have One Man's Dream. I absolutely love watching this little film. It's only, I think, like 10 minutes or something like that. Sometimes if there's a new Disney film about to come out, they have a little preview. I think at the moment it's One Man's Dream. I always love hearing about Walt. Here he is. Very excited about the unveiling of the statue tomorrow in Epcot. And this little exhibition has lots of information you can see about Walt's life as you go along. I've seen this lots of times, so I just like watching the little film at the end. And this is a little quote. You'll see this as you walk into the Magic Kingdom if you look up. And they do have a little model here of Disneyland in California in its original format when it was first opened. I loved my visit there. I definitely want to go back. And at the end here you can meet Ariel, and it's Ariel from the live action movie. It does change periodically who you can meet here. Hi Daisy! Oh, now we got Chip and Dale. Hey! This is a good little character spot here. I love that little film so much, and if you've never seen it before, it really does kind of tell the story of Walt's vision. It's really nice hearing in his own words him talking about his ideas for his films and then later on the parks. Just love it. Well, I'm going to head towards the main entrance now, probably nip into a couple of the shops to see if there's any different merchandise. Someone was telling me the other day that they've got some good Muppet stuff, and then I'm probably going to head to Disney Springs and see if I can get into Paddlefish a little bit early. I don't want to be too late back tonight because of the big Epcot day that I've got tomorrow, and I need to get settled into my new hotel and everything, get my luggage from All Star Sports, so I don't want to be getting back there too late tonight. Hey Chip! Hi! Oh, you look so cute! Bye! I love when they have character interactions like this, where there's not a line to meet them, so you can just walk up to the railings and they'll interact with you, a little bit like when they had Winnie the Pooh in Epcot. Something else I actually really miss in this park is Starring Rolls Cafe, which used to be over here. I think it went away around the same time that Trolley Car Cafe came along, the Starbucks location. I think it's in here, the Majestic Theatre, that might have the Muppets items. Let's go see. This is where you'll find a lot of the apparel and Loungefly bags and things like that. And at the end here is the Pandora store. And they have this Frozen range. They do also have Frozen Crocs there. And these Anna and Elsa ears. Those are a little more expensive than regular ears. Those are $44.99. Oh, here's the Kermit stuff. We did see some of this in Epcot the other day. I love the cushion. Seems you can get literally every type of Crocs imaginable these days. And the cookie jar, I do love that. Got this Mickey t-shirt, he's looking a little shocked there. That's $34.99. They do still have some of the Tommy Hilfiger items, and they're now 30% off the regular price. I mean, they are kind of pricey, so even with 30% off, they're still pretty expensive. For example, the sweatshirt is $189, so it'll be 30% off that. And I'm just here in the Five and Dime now. This is always a particularly good store for mugs, I find. You can kind of see the full range. Let's see what they've got. We have the Crazy Runaway Railway one that I'm not sure how you're supposed to drink out of. And the full range of the ombre mugs, which seem to be the mug of the moment. There aren't very many that I love. Ooh, I haven't seen this one before. Pooh and Piglet. And on the other side it says Good Morning Sunshine. Oh, I do like that. It's a pretty good size too. Kind of get Honey Pot vibes from the shape of it. I may have to consider getting this. I'm not going to get it right now because I'm coming back here, but I do love that. And more of the Christmas homeware range. I love this little Christmas tree cake stand. Or serving tray, you could put anything on it, I guess. I would say it's for cupcakes though. I was saying the other day about checking whether or not they've stopped selling the regular Magic Bands, and pretty much all of these are Magic Band Plus. All these ones at the bottom are as well. I think there's just literally this one here. That's the only one that is a regular Magic Band. So I guess they are completely phasing them out now. Okay, I'm going to head out for now. Like I said, I'll be back to Hollywood Studios in just a couple of days for Jollywood Nights. Today was just a brief visit to have a little wander around. I think to get to Disney Springs, there's no bus anymore from the parks, so I guess I'm going to have to get a boat. Probably to the boardwalk will be easiest, and then just get on a bus at the boardwalk over to Disney Springs. I just double checked with a cast member and they still don't have a bus to Disney Springs. So basically you would need to go to a resort and transfer. You could go to Saratoga Springs and walk across if you want to, or you could go to any other resort and just get on their Disney Springs bus. So I think I'll probably just go to the buses, and whichever one is the closest, I will just jump on that. I would get the Skyliner, but if you get the Skyliner to Caribbean Beach, it is a little bit of a walk then to the closest bus stop, and I think it would just be easier to grab a bus and then you're already at the bus stop, if that makes sense, at the resort. Alright, so 1 to 8 is over here, so what's closest? I don't really want to go to a Magic Kingdom resort because that's quite far from Disney Springs. I think I might go Animal Kingdom Lodge. That'll be nice and easy. It's just one bus stop. I'll get off this bus and then onto the Disney Springs. So that's number 10. It's kind of weird that they don't even have Disney Springs on this list. I feel like people need to know that. So they should probably have it on here and then some sort of explanation of how to get there. I'm kind of surprised they don't. I would imagine a lot of people want to go from a park to Disney Springs in the evenings to eat and stuff. So yeah, I'm kind of surprised they don't explain how to get there a bit better. I should mention, while I do think they need to explain a bit better how to get to Disney Springs, there's a very obvious reason there's no bus, and it's because they don't want people parking for free at Disney Springs and then coming to the parks. So if you're wondering why there isn't a bus, that is the reason. I've arrived at Animal Kingdom Lodge and it looks like there's about 15 minutes until the Disney Springs bus comes. So I'm going to nip into the main lobby to take a look at their Christmas decorations, just in case I don't get a chance to do it later in the trip. The lobby here is always stunning, but especially at Christmas. So I definitely wanted to show you. I've just come in through the gift shop and this is the first time I've seen the 2024 Loungefly bag. I've seen the ears and a few other things. Even the gift shop is very beautiful at Animal Kingdom Lodge. Wow. This lobby is honestly just incredible. Absolutely love this resort. I know it's a very, very popular one with UK guests, and it's clear to see why. The theming is awesome. I'm gonna head straight back down to the bus stop because I don't want to miss the Springs bus. Okay, first visit to Disney Springs this trip. They've got a very nice tree. I'm a little bit early for my reservation, but I'm going to head over to Paddlefish just to see if it's possible for me to go in beforehand. If not, then there's plenty for me to do here at Disney Springs. I can do a bit of shopping, a bit of wandering, so let's go and see what they say. I really need to go back to Deluxe Burger at some point. I haven't eaten there for quite some time and it's really nice. And even though I'm about to go for what will probably be a very nice meal, I'm still going to get FOMO going past Blaze Pizza because I love it so much. I could eat at Blaze Pizza every single time I come to Disney Springs, honestly. I do look at the menu for Morimoto Asia every time I'm booking reservations, but there's just not much on the menu that I like at the moment. It does change up sometimes, so I will keep looking for future trips, and if there's anything I think I would eat in there, then I will definitely go in because I do want to try everywhere eventually. And this pathway here will basically take us down to Paddlefish. Cute. And if you don't have a reservation at Raglan Road, there is always Cooks of Dublin, which is kind of behind. This is a quick service place and they have fish and chips, they have a chicken salad, pork shoulder, seafood combo box, battered sausage hot dog, shrimp and chips, bang bang chicken loaded chips, chicken tenders and chips, buffalo chicken sandwich, chicken and mushroom pie, Dubliner burger. They have lots of options here. And then Paddlefish is right in front of us here. Used to be Fulton's Crab House years ago, had a lengthy refurbishment, and now it is Paddlefish. So here we are. It has a really nice little outside area for waiting for your table. I have been seated. I'm at this very nice booth table on the second floor, so you can see Saratoga Springs out of the windows here, and the boathouse out in this direction. It's very nice in here. As the name of the restaurant would suggest, it is a very seafood heavy restaurant. Now I don't eat seafood, so I won't be having any of that, but I did want to still come here to show you what you can get on the menu. For starters, they have crab cake, beef skewers, calamari, crab topped fries. I mean, that wouldn't be for me, but I would imagine a lot of people would like that. Fried green tomatoes, that does sound good. And then sausage and peppers. They also have salads there and New England clam chowder. Then at the top there they have chilled and raw seafood, so shrimp cocktail, oysters. From the steamer they have snow crab, whole Maine lobster, and peel and eat shrimp, stuffed cod, catfish, crispy shrimp, shrimp pasta, salmon, mahi, crawfish, scallops. And then if you're not a seafood eater like me, they have ribeye, fillet, chicken breast, pork chop, a caprese sandwich, and vegetarian pasta. And there are sides you can get as well: asparagus, edamame bacon succotash, makshu, I'm not sure what that is actually, blistered green beans, skin on fries, and red bliss potatoes. So quite a lot of choice there. I'm definitely getting the fried green tomatoes because they sound really good. If this is good, I'll bring Kate back here one day because she loves seafood, and then you guys will be able to see the fishy stuff on the menu. I've ordered my food, you'll be able to see what I got shortly, and I've just been given this fascinating shaped bread with some whipped butter. Let's give this a try. The bread is warm, which is always a good start. It's nice. It's not as good as the Boathouse bread though. Boathouse have the best bread ever. It is nice though. The other two places off the top of my head that have amazing bread in Disney World is Yachtsman Steakhouse with the onion rolls with the roasted garlic. They are just to die for. And also the cheese bread that they have at Roundup Rodeo Barbecue. That's really good too. My drink has arrived and I've forgotten the name of it. It was a cucumber spritz, I want to say, or cucumber sipper, maybe? Something like that. I'm hoping it tastes a little bit like the cucumber Sprite at Club Cool in Epcot, because I love that. Let's see. It's more lemony than cucumbery, so it doesn't taste like the cucumber Sprite. It's really nice though. Very, very refreshing and very tart. Not very sweet, it's more like tart than sweet. Here are my fried green tomatoes, and it has corn and cheese. There's a lot of topping and a lot of sauce there. Okay, I have a bite here with all the components. That is really, really good. It kind of tastes creamy with the sauce, but it's nice having the corn. It adds a bit of like freshness, because obviously with fried food, it can taste a bit sort of oily. So having the topping kind of takes away from it tasting too fried or oily, if that makes sense. I know what I mean. This is really, really good. You could definitely share this too. There's actually quite a lot here. When I'm on my own and I do have like a starter and then a main meal, it can be quite a lot of food, but I'm going to do my best here. And now I have my caprese sandwich, or caprese, however you say that. I did order some fries. Now I know that it comes with these potato chips. I wouldn't be able to eat fries as well. They may still turn up, in which case I'll have a few of them, but I did not realise that the sandwich comes with these. That looks really, really nice and fresh. Let's try one. Oh my gosh, those are delicious. They're really hot and crispy. These are amazing. It's going to be too messy me trying to bite into this sandwich and film at the same time. So I'm going to eat some and then I'll just let you know how it is. The server just came over and said that mine should have come with fries because I asked for them, but I've obviously got these potato chips. So she said I've just now got both. But if I don't eat all of these, I'm going to ask for a box to put them in because they are too delicious to leave. In fact, maybe I'll concentrate on the fries and then I can take these home with me. Okay, I'm full. I can't eat anymore, but that was really delicious. I actually took the top off and just ate with a knife and fork, so I didn't really eat much of the bread, but the tomato and mozzarella was so fresh and really nice. And I didn't really eat any of these other than the one I tried. I'm going to take these home with me. And it's just drifted into mood lighting all of a sudden. The lights just dimmed. Okay, potato chips are boxed. There is no way I'm leaving these behind. They're too good. Just to show you the check here, the total with my annual pass discount is $35.46, which is really reasonable. Obviously I didn't have alcohol. I don't ever eat expensive things like steak and fish and stuff like that, so my total for things is never the highest, but I actually think that's really reasonable for what I had, and it was really nice. Just to point this out as well, it does say at the bottom, come back with this receipt for lunch or dinner and receive 20% off food and non-alcoholic beverages, and that's valid for 30 days. So if you really enjoyed it, you can come back and have 20% off next time. All done with dinner in there. I loved that. I can highly recommend it. The highlight was definitely the fried green tomatoes. That was the best part. And now I'm going to head to the buses, back to All Star Sports, and then get my Uber to my new hotel I'm going to for the rest of my trip. And once I get there, I'll tell you all about it. This looks very beautiful around here, all lit up by Morimoto Asia, and the temperature is now absolutely perfect. There's just a cool breeze, no heat whatsoever. It just feels the perfect, comfortable temperature. Some kind of festive marching band coming through. And you can see all this area is lit up now, where we came in earlier with the tree. I've now got my luggage and I'm just waiting for my Uber to arrive. So it's goodbye to All Star Sports for this visit. It has been really, really nice actually. I've loved staying here. I've arrived at my destination, and this hotel I'm going to be staying in is called Sonder. It's part of a group of hotels. The group is called Sonder and this one is called Cirrus, I believe. They've got locations all over the world actually. So this is the kind of logo for the hotel chain. I'm in room 319, and to let yourself into the room, it's all done via pin pad, and they send you the details of this 24 hours or 48 hours or something before you check in. So they send you your room number and also your keypad number. So I didn't even have to go to the front desk. I literally just came up, found my room, opened it using the combination, and I'm in. So that's really easy. It's kind of a bit like Airbnb in that respect rather than a regular hotel. And this is the room, and it's really nice. I've just got some air conditioning on because it is a little hot in here for me. Just give you a little tour. So there's a sofa there with a nice big mirror above it. This room has 2 beds, but you can get rooms with just 1 king bed, I think. I really like this big desk area. This is going to be perfect for me for getting work done, because I do have quite a lot to get done, and I have one day this week that I am purely going to be editing, and it does have little USBs and plugs integrated in there, and you've got a nice big TV. And another thing that is pretty incredible, there is a kettle as well as a coffee maker. In the US, you very rarely seem to get kettles in the room, so you can make coffee, you always have a coffee maker, or usually you do, but it's very unusual to have a kettle, so I'm going to be able to have my biscuit brew. That is very exciting to me. And some kitchen towel and an ice bucket. The only thing I don't see are cups. Oh, there's a microwave in this cupboard. That's really random. It's quite low down. And there's also a refrigerator there. And there's plenty of space over here. They're quite big rooms, so you can maybe put your suitcases and stuff down there. Full length mirror. There's also a wardrobe in here, which has extra towels and stuff in there, extra bedding. And then into the bathroom here, you have a really nice big corner vanity area. And then around here, the bath with a shower over. And the toilet there. Yeah, the only thing I can't find are cups. I've got lids for cups, but no cups. And I know they do have like a little cupboard thing in reception where you can go and pick up extra toilet rolls. So maybe I'll be able to get some cups in there. I will go for a little wander in a minute just to see if I can find some. But I'm really pleased with this room. This is really nice, actually. And this hotel was recommended to me by Catherine. She's recently stayed here. And this place is obviously off of Disney property, but it is very, very close. It's super close to Animal Kingdom. So an Uber is not very expensive compared to somewhere like International Drive. It's much closer than that. It's a little bit different to regular hotels in the sense there's no restaurant here. You don't get room service unless you request it, but you can go into the app to request it. Everything is done via the Sonder app. So like I was saying, I got sent all my information for which room and the keypad. So it's all nice and easy, and it does have like an Airbnb vibe to me, although it is a hotel. Obviously you could see the setup of it. And this hotel only cost me £500 for 10 nights, and that wouldn't be a per person cost, that was the cost of the room. So if there was 2 of you or 4 of you or whatever, that is the cost that I paid. Now I'm sure it won't always be that cheap. I might have just caught it at a good moment when I was booking, but it is very reasonably priced. And once I've tested it out for a few days, just in terms of getting Ubers to and fro from Disney, what the general feel of the place is, I'll be able to let you guys know whether I actually recommend it or not. But based upon the room alone, I definitely would, and certainly for the price I paid. I know a lot of us at the moment, myself included, are trying to keep costs down when visiting Orlando. It is very expensive. You've got your park tickets, you've got all your spending money while you're here. So finding somewhere to stay that is reasonably priced is quite important, and I'm really hopeful for this place. It seems great so far, but I do need to stay here for a few days to be able to fully comment on whether I would recommend it to you guys or not, but so far so good. And there are a few restaurants round about the hotel. There's a Cracker Barrel, which I'm going to be going to in a few days. In all my years in Orlando, I've never been to a Cracker Barrel, so I definitely will try that. I have to say, it all looks very nice though. You can tell that it's had a recent refurbishment. Very quiet here. There's definitely not a lot of coming and going or noisiness or anything. And with it not being a regular hotel, they obviously don't have any kind of bell services or anything, but I did notice a luggage cart in the lobby, so I'm sure you can just borrow that to get your stuff to your room and then return it. And although they don't have a restaurant or anything here, they do have some vending machines, so you can at least get drinks from here. And they also have this one which has a few snacks in there as well. Hey everyone, as you can see, I'm now back from the trip. I'm here at home, and I was just editing this Hollywood Studios day and realised that I didn't end the vlog. I'm guessing I just got back up to the room, started unpacking, and then it got very late and I just didn't pick up the camera to finish off the vlog. I must have forgotten. Next week's episode will be a really good one. I'm back at Epcot, and it's the unveiling of the new gardens that have been behind construction walls for the longest time, also the Walt the Dreamer statue, and it is the debut of the new fireworks show in Epcot. I waited a really long time to get a good view, so I have a very good view of that to show you. So if you're not already subscribed, please do subscribe and tap the bell icon. That way you'll always be notified when I upload a new vlog, which is every Saturday. I'm really enjoying editing these. January is a very funny month. It can be a bit grey and miserable. It's really nice reliving this trip, and I hope you guys are all enjoying watching these. At this time of year, I think we all need some Disney magic. I've got more exciting things to come as well. I go to Jollywood Nights. I end up with an extra day on this trip because of flight cancellation, so there is a lot more coming up. I just want to say a huge thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch, as always, and for liking the video, commenting, and over on Instagram as well, supporting over on Patreon, and to everyone who comes up to say hello in the parks. Just a huge thank you to all of you. I could not do this without you, and I really do appreciate it so much. I hope you guys all had a great Christmas and New Year, and I hope you're all well, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. So if you remember the other day, I came out of here having been to see the new Moana attraction, and there were still walls, but now this is all opened up.